But Tom Brady's the only one that's done that though. But I don't know why nobody adapts and like picks up that thing.
The first of three on this fine Sunday. It is Super Wild Card Weekend, and off we go.
Take a pay cut. Like, don't take the highest money in order to have a better team.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
They don't see it that way. Me too.
On play action, Richardson. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot down the field.
How does... I ain't got something. And then the fact I couldn't click on makes it worse.
Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown Colts. The extra point try forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't think they even do it that long. I know, like 4th and 5th, it'd be like bang, 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 it'd be quick.
Here on Super Wild Card Weekend.
When does it start? Did it start just now? Damn. Wait, who got picked?
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
Yeah, I see it. Well, they did just pay dogs all that. Well, that's only a 1-year deal, basically.
Right around the 25-yard line.
Yeah, but that'd be like the same thing Darnold just dealt with. It's essentially a 1-year deal, but still, like, you want to at least give him some help for that 1 year to see if he got it.
Throwing here to start the drive. Going up top. He's got it. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike. Just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
No, I'm trying to slide.
And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty.
Oh, I gotta hear this. They took a running back.
Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a
they passed off the door.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their...
Wait, who was the first pick?
But they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He pulls it in around the 5. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
They'll look to throw yet again. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7.
Seems like he's got a picture of Kenny Pickett. Oh my God.
And he's got it at the 1. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Yeah. Nah, we got hell of it.
Now for 1st and 10. On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. A modest gain.
Yeah, Henderson.
Maybe 2 yards.
One from Texas, Blue. I think his name like Blue, and then Henderson from Ohio State. I think. Yeah, they like this. Well, Henderson should go. I'm surprised Jenkins went before him. Yeah, definitely.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. A throw on the move is caught. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Good Sean Jenkins. The different South Carolina that tested like crazy.
They'll go again here with Taylor. And he's going to have the first down yard across the 50 to the 48.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10.
That's who I thought was their first.
Smart play to throw it away.
Jenkins hit first.
2nd down.
Yeah, Henderson's a home run.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch. So there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Second down throw for Richardson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That's what he just said. It's definitely restarting the clock, but that's just guaranteed. Like, I don't know. You got to trade Purdy or something. You're going to keep him and do him like that because he's going to be mad.
We'll break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Well, you didn't know what Purdy
This
was
is going
yet.
to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least,
Well, who was
they
giving
needed
that?
to
The
come away
Browns?
with three. They were able to do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got to get paid. And he's already viewed as like you're only a product of the people around you.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
I think that's what's better than that.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Now, faking the give. Got an open downfield on the crossing route. They get 14 on that hookup. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the one.
They're taking the whole clock.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Here now, third and 5. Slot receiver, headed right. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
How is he still getting through?
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That'll be caught. It's Jamal. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. The motion man here is Mitchell. Throwing on second down, Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down. On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And a short pickup here, brought down just shy of midfield. Second down and 8. They'll let Richardson run this himself. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Anthony Richardson, I mean, it's not hard to see why they want to get the ball in his hands as often as possible, both as a passer, but when you can get him as a designed runner, his size and speed, he is a handful for defenses.
Chargers.
Over this one, they get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now a deep ball.
Why do you not just get that? That's so annoying.
And 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Now the extra point.
This really was annoying.
His kick is good. And the Colts will get out in front 17-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
3rd and long. They'll send their tight end left. Throwing now on 3rd and this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Here's Richardson, going to keep this himself. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. Here's 2nd and 6. Looks like a design run here with Richardson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the gun, Richardson. Quick throw, taken in. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately his passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, Richardson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice job initially by the quarterback. He feels that immediate pressure, and he's able to escape the pocket. Now, you're hoping somebody uncovers. One of your targets becomes free, but it became pretty clear that he wasn't going to be able to have anybody to deliver the ball to, and does the right thing by getting rid of it.
And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Jaguars 7. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC Wildcard game. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
What they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Now he'll air one out. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Back to the air one more time. He's going to tuck it and go.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And There wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch.
In trouble, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Back to throw. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Jaguars. Moody now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars are back within 6. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. He'll start at the 2. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10. He'll go play action. It's Richardson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Smart choice here by the quarterback. He's trying to extend the play outside the pocket, but this was really nice coverage. A lot of eyes on the quarterback. It looked like there was multiple guys anticipating a chance for a pick, but throws the ball away and lives for another snap.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Richardson to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. And it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Out of a shotgun, Richardson. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down?
Well, cover on the sideline, and it's intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he takes off. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down. That'll be a first down. A gain of 10. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
He'll look to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down. They'll look to throw again. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will... They'll look to throw yet again. This is caught at 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Jaguars. The game-time touchdown here in the 4th quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score. But they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This taken in at the goal line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And Mitchell, the intended target. And it's going to bring up fourth down. The Colts about to kick this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. The fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. This is caught down that right sideline. A gain there of 27 yards.
Anybody who thought this coach was going to get conservative with this late lead is sadly mistaken, Mike. They're out here still throwing haymakers with this passing game. They're not content with just having the lead. They're looking to increase it.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't commit. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. That ball hits your hands at this level. You've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium's counting on.
He'll go right and find his running back. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
He'll drop to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Jaguars. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the 4th quarter, I think they feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So often, Mike, we see some of the biggest explosive plays in the passing game come from the quarterback extending the play outside of the pocket. Really nice job here by the coverage. They remain sticky on their receivers, nowhere to go with the ball, and all he's able to do is throw this one away.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. From the gun, Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Now Gibbs. And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3. Third and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal. So Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. This fielded at the 2. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
The sound deafening in the dome. It's 3rd down. Throwing, Richardson. And they would continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often